Hello, I'm Graham and I'd like to welcome you to our Thought for the Day here in St Peter's Church. Don't you wish you could travel back in time to check out exactly what happened in the past? Sadly, I can't enable that for you today. What I can do is help to fire your imagination with a bit of luck and your participation. I'm going to read a passage from Mark's Gospel in just a moment. Before I do that, I'd like to invite you into the scene with me as onlookers. And let's see if that brings the passage a little more alive for you when we come to read it. The setting is in the time of Jesus, and we're on the shore of the Sea of Galilee, about 100 miles north of Jerusalem. It's a huge lake, really, but renowned for storms blowing up at very short notice. But today, the water is calm. The situation we see before us is anything but calm. Jesus is here with his disciples. To say he's a bit of a sensation really understates it. News of his miracles, healing many and casting out evil spirits. They spread rapidly. So, unsurprisingly, people have come from all over to see and hear him. And the number of his followers is increasing by the second. Witnessing his power to heal, thousands in need are drawn to him, and the noise is deafening. It's getting a bit crazy, and it's hard to see him in that great melee. Try to stay there with me as we listen to Mark chapter 3, verses 7 to 12. Jesus departed with his disciples to the lake, and a great multitude from Galilee followed him. Hearing all that he was doing, they came to him in great numbers from Judea, Jerusalem, Idumea, beyond the Jordan and the region around Tyre and Sidon. He told his disciples to have a boat ready for him because of the crowd, so that they would not crush him. For he had cured many, so that all who had diseases pressed upon him to touch him. Whenever the unclean spirits saw him, they fell down before him and shouted, "You are the Son of God." But he sternly ordered them not to make him known. So, did you hear the noise of the crowd? Could you sense the buzz of excitement? With that many people and no crowd control, it's in danger of getting out of hand. Things getting out of control, thousands of sick people in need of help, desperate for a miracle cure. Ring any bells at all? I'm particularly drawn to verse 10 in that reading. For he had healed many, so that those with diseases were pushing forward to touch him. Let's put our focus onto just one word in that sentence: touch. In our current restrictive environment of hands, face and space, physical touching has become a bit of a no-no, hasn't it? So that means we cannot console or greet one another with a hug. When someone tells us sad news, we cannot place a hand upon them while we pray for them. In the Bible, we're told of many occasions when Jesus uses touch to heal people. He didn't need to do so, but in his fully human compassion, the touch demonstrates his care and affection for the recipient and to those watching. Jesus did not need to touch to heal. In verse 5 of the same chapter, he tells a man with a withered hand to stretch out his hand, and just in doing so, his hand is completely restored. His words, a look perhaps, were enough to achieve the required restoration. And so it is for us at a time when actual touching has the potential to harm others by cross-infection. There are a number of ways we can touch people emotionally, and in doing so apply a soothing balm to their discomfort. A phone call, an invitation to a Zoom chat, a letter, offers to help with shopping or whatever the issue might be. All these things can touch others emotionally, touch their hearts. So as we move into another week of lockdown, will we allow Jesus to touch our hearts? Will we make space for him and seek his loving influence in our daily routines, no matter how restricted they may feel? Think about how we, in turn, can reach out in some practical way to lift someone's spirits. And it doesn't have to be someone we know. Just a smile to someone unknown can be uplifting. If you've been thinking of contacting someone by phone or popping a card through the door, do it. Knowing someone is thinking of them will warm their hearts. It will touch them emotionally. May God bless us all this week.